Hello, everybody. I'm Patti Patane. Intelligent conversation. You know, Jeannie, after the first time I saw Windsor Court, I realized that this is the place I wish had been available when my mom needed a place to be. And they just didn't have it then like this. This is an incredible luxury assisted living. It's just beyond anything I'd ever seen before. What does it take to make this type of facility with this many residents, this many apartments? What does it take to make this all work?
Good people.
Without that, it's all over.
You know, I remember a long time ago having a friend tell me that you can train a monkey to do a skill, but you can't give him a heart. And that's the key, is being able to find the right staff that has the kind of heart that it takes to be able to make a successful building.
Well, assisted living, let's separate the different types here. This is a luxury assisted living. Windsor Court, Palm Springs. What's the difference between luxury assisted living at Windsor Court and, let's say, any other type of a nursing home?
Well, a nursing home is 24-hour a day RNs. And albeit that Maureen and I are both RNs, we are not here 24 hours a day. And the people that are here do not have skilled needs. We can't have someone that has a feeding tube or a trach. There are conditions that are not permitted in assisted living.
Explain those to me. I mean, I'm very healthy, but yet I'm over 62 or over 50. Could I just waltz in here and get a room if I wanted?
Yes, you could.
In any physical condition that I am up to, but not including total nursing care?
Well, there are people here that are totally independent, people that are still driving. They're over the age of 60, and they may not want to cook anymore, or they may not want to have to be responsible for cleaning their house or doing their laundry. So they're ideal candidates for assisted living. And the beauty is that when someone like that moves into a facility like this, they can age in place. And as their needs change, our ability to be able to help them changes too, so that they can actually stay here until they're on hospice and they pass away here.
Well, it's really a for all intents and purposes, it's a way, if you're a daughter or a son or a loved one or any relationship to somebody who is aging at home, and it gets to the point, and I waited too long to move my mom from her own home into an assisted facility. I waited too long. It was the worst thing I could have done for her, because I thought, well, I can take care of this. Well, I wasn't equipped to take care of this. I was not equipped to become my mother's mother. It is something that I wish I had not done. I'm glad I was able to do it considering the circumstances, but when it came to changing an adult's diaper, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is not, I repeat, that is not something you want to do for someone you love. Well, let me rephrase that. You may want to do it. Might I suggest that you do not do it? Because when you choose to do that, it changes the relationship between you and the person you love. I did not want to become my mother's mother. I wanted my mommy to be my mommy. And I just waited too long to enable us to become that again. And by placing her in a care facility, we became mother and daughter again. And I could come and have a drink with her, or eat with her, do whatever I wanted to do. Do you find that the parent, do you find that the child or children or loved one or partner or significant other, wife, husband of your guests, do you find that they have a problem making the decision and waiting too long with the guilt that goes possibly along with this?
Absolutely.
How do you get over that?
Well,
other than showing them, look at the kind of home they're moving into.
sometimes you don't get over it, and they, like you, keep them too long and have that feeling of where your relationship changed. I think that the goal that we have is to help to make that transition as painless and as guilt-free as possible. And a lot of times over the years, I've had families come and say, gosh, I wish I'd done this years ago.
Yeah.
Because it gives them a sense of peace that when they go home at night, they can come here and they can visit, and they can go home at night and put their head on the pillow and they know that mom and dad or their husband or wife, they're okay. And
They're taken care of.
They're being taken care of.
Because you have that buzzer where you can just
Yep.
hit that little button and they're right there. I did it in the model room.
Oh,
and,
did you?
And the people answering that buzzer did not know that
You were.
Debbie and I were just testing it. It just took a few seconds for them to answer, what can I do for you?
Yeah.
And that is a great feeling, because when I had my mom in her own house with care, I
Yes.
was always worried. I was constantly worried. Every phone call was, what's wrong now? And the other thing that I found when I started looking for a place for my mom to go, I went to a lot of different facilities. And the biggest single problem I found was how these care facilities maintained the cleanliness necessary so that you didn't walk into a care facility and bluntly smell the urine where people had not had their diapers changed. How do you address that very unpleasant issue when you're discussing this with people?
Well, we monitor our residents every 2 hours, 24 hours a day. Everyone is rounded every 2 hours.
What does that mean?
That we actually go into the room and check on the resident to make sure that they're okay. And if someone may have fallen, we'll find it. If they weren't close enough to the call bell and something would have happened, we're going to find it in a quick way. But accidents happen. I mean, that is a normal course of what we do. But the issue is trying to be on top of it.
Now, incontinence, is that one of the major issues you have to deal with in a facility such as this?
Yes.
It is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's just something that every single person that works here, and I noticed also, every single housekeeper, every single nurse's aide, everyone speaks English.
Yes, everyone speaks English.
And the purpose of that,
Well, as the majority of the people that live here speak English, but we do have some non-English speaking residents, and we have some bilingual staff, so it all works out.
it's a matter of service.
It's a matter of meeting the need to personalize it to the resident's need.
How many guest rooms do you have here?
We have 104.
104 guest rooms. Now, are some of those co-op? In other words,
Yes.
you'll have two people in one room,
Right.
and that just cuts down on the cost
For the resident, yes.
for the resident.
And some people like to have somebody with them.
Like to have a roommate.
They like to have a roommate.
Even if it's a husband and wife, or just a friend and
Yes.
a friend, or
Uh-huh.
partners, or whatever. Is there anything that, well, you mentioned that you can go and transition from assisted living to full nursing, or assisted living to dementia, and then on, now hospice, is that full nursing?
Well, hospice means that a resident or a family has made a decision that the person has chosen to die in their home, and this is their home. And that means that hospice will come in 2 or 3 times a week and they'll check on them. They provide medication for them. They will provide supplies, their hospital bed, a wheelchair, whatever they need as far as equipment's concerned. And they develop a care plan, and we take care of them based on the care plan of which they have
So
drawn up.
whatever path one of your residents is on, you can accommodate them so that they're comfortable and well cared for.
That's my goal. My goal is to never say no. If somebody wants something, even if I've never done it before, I'll try.
What is really neat, and I saw that you have one resident here who is 90, well, she said just a little bit short of 100, Betty.
Yes.
A little bit short of 100 with her dog, Baby, who is 13. And I understand that when she first moved in here, that she moved in without the dog, without Baby.
Yes.
And both she was very depressed, and I understand her dog was very depressed.
Yes.
And so you had them bring the dog in. The dog's been living here ever since.
The dog has been living here, and staff has been taking care of the dog because obviously at 99, she's not able to go out and walk the dog, but staff does.
And that's just one of the services.
And that's what I'm talking about, was having a staff that has a heart. They understand the importance of that dog to her.
Now, how do you pay for all this? I have long-term health care insurance, or long-term care insurance, as they call it, which is one of the smartest financial decisions I ever made. Bought it when I was in my 40s. So it cost me very little. I pay $520 a year for my premium. Got it when I was young, no illness, nothing. And if you wait until you're like 55 or something, it'll go up to $2,000 a year as long as you're healthy. What pays for this type of home care? What pays for this type of living at Windsor Court? Just long-term care insurance, if it kicked in?
Well, luckily for you, long-term care insurance, but no private insurance does pay for this. This is all private pay.
So you have to have planned ahead a little bit.
You do.
Just like anything. You plan your financial future and make sure that you get it right.
Yep.
I guess the sign says reception, Debbie, so you're recepting us?
Well, it is a receptionist.
It's a
Karina
receptionist
right
here,
There's
okay.
Karina.
So when somebody comes in for a tour,
This is it. We start here in the lobby, and then what I'd like to do is take you in and show you one of the model rooms, so you have an idea of what our apartments look like.
Super.
Shall we go in?
So this is a single room.
Well, it's a studio. All of our apartments are studios. It can be a double or a single. This is set up as a single with the queen size bed.
Can I bring my own furniture?
Yes, you can.
Whoa.
We're just showing you what it will look like if it's all decorated.
Well, you know, it's called make sure I have a reservation.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
nice
these
and
are very,
comfy.
they're spacious.
They're very spacious, and they all have patios, or upstairs they've got balconies. They all have private bathrooms and a walk-in closet.
Whoa. Well, this is just like home.
Absolutely. Well, it is. The only thing that's different is if you need something, you press the call bell and a caregiver will come and assist you. Someone answers the call bell 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if
Okay.
you press the button,
So you just press this button.
boom, should work. And
And the call button goes on.
That's right. And a voice will come over and say, "May I help you?" And you can tell them whatever you need or what day is it.
How may I help you?
Hi, we're running a test.
Hi there. So if I ask for help of any kind, somebody is like here.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What's really nice is all the apartments have their own air conditioning heating unit that they regulate.
Oh, so it's not like a communal thing. I mean, I get what I want when I want it.
You can have your room at 85 every day.
Let's see, this would be a Tuesday, so you exercise, and they're playing a little game called Hangman, which we saw. Then you get in the pool, then in the news. So you have a volunteer that reads the news.
Yes, he was
Okay.
a news commentator.
Oh, how
He's
cool.
retired and he reads the news once a week.
And then if you feel like it, you go to the movie. If you feel like it, you play bingo at either one. You can do either
Correct.
one, bingo. Movement in music.
That's a lady who comes in and teaches yoga, chair yoga. It's beautiful.
Chair yoga with, so it's not a ballroom dancing thing.
No, it's all in the chair.
Okay, all right. Then you can have a movie again at 6 o'clock.
Yes, well, what most people do is if they're bingo players, which is the majority of our residents, they play bingo, and then there's a 6 o'clock group after dinner, they go right up and watch the movie.
How much?
Well, this room here, this is a typical studio. This would be $3,500 a month. That would include all your care. So that's just help with dressing, bathing, showers, reminders, queuing, escort. Shaving, washing your face, brushing your teeth, all those things
Anything
are
you
included.
need assistance with,
Activities of daily living.
luxury.
Right. Plus, all your utilities, including cable television with DirecTV. So no more
All your
utility
food.
bills, all your food, a van for the doctor and doctor's appointments, so all that's included. And then, of course, it's 3 meals, restaurant-style dining, and 3 snacks.
Well, we're going to meet your chef.
Okay.
Because he's an executive chef.
Absolutely.
And the food is good.
Yes, it is.
I've
It's
seen the
very
menu.
good. Very good.
The executive chef, hello again.
Hi, Patty.
How you doing?
Fine.
You want to show us around a little bit?
Sure will.
Okay, so you've got a very professional executive chef type kitchen.
Yes, I do.
Is it difficult to prepare all these foods for individuals that many of them have special needs for their diets?
All the special needs people that we have in the building, we know about. So we kind of alter their diet to the special needs. We have a pureed diet. We have mechanical diets. We have sugar-free diets. We have fat-free diets.
So
especially-
basically, with all of this, you have to be a pretty special executive chef.
Well, I have to orchestrate a lot.
Okay.
And that's the big thing, orchestrating, because we have to make sure that everybody is getting exactly what they need as far as nutrition goes. The menu is the menu that we do have is all done by a registered dietitian from our company. We try to alter the menu to the needs and the cares of and likes of everybody that's here in this facility.
Is lunch almost ready?
We will be ready in about 20 minutes.
Well, how about you plate me up and we'll come out and test it when you're ready.
Okay, fine.
This is a very pretty salad. I'm going to take out the little crunchy things.
But they make those from scratch.
They do?
Yes.
They make their tortilla things from
Their
scratch?
tortilla strips are all made from scratch.
This is as good as I'd get at any restaurant.
Oh, we love to hear that.
Okay, I'll take the dessert against my better wishes.
Ooh, lemon cake. Ooh,
Oh, fresh blueberries.
yes. And they made the cake this morning. I was in the
Really?
kitchen and saw them making it, absolutely.
I just ate my way through your taco salad for lunch, but I see there's some other little goodies here
There certainly is.
that I might have missed. So this is your salad bar, and then you have your little dessert bar.
Right. We put out the salad bar for 2 meals, lunch and dinner. You know, they like to have a nice light meal instead of what we're offering for the menu today.
This is top-notch everything. The Ritz Cafe.
This is our Ritz Cafe. This is so reminiscent of the past. The residents love it.
Look at the little touches you have here. Oh, cool. You have an old-fashioned mixer, and you got a jukebox.
Well, on Monday afternoons at 3 is our happy hour.
Oh,
So that
okay.
is our happy hour with liquor.
Okay.
And then on Saturdays we have wine and cheese. This is always open. There's always sugar-free as well as regular puddings and jello and yogurt and fresh fruit that you can get anytime that you'd like. Even though we do provide the 3 snacks, there's other things you might like to have.
So this is
and
just
this
like
is the
home.
morning snack. So there was a little cake with a little strawberry on it. We do bake cookies in here, fresh chocolate chip cookies, and the residents come in and help themselves. They can play the jukebox. The only thing about the jukebox is it's now CDs. We had to have it changed over.
Well,
but
whatever.
it still works beautifully and it's kind of fun. But the booths are what really makes it. It gives you the feeling that you're in an ice cream parlor too.
And now, they use this a lot,
Yes,
huh?
we do use a lot. And actually, we have a lady that comes in and reads the paper out loud sometimes with the horoscopes. The residents can visit. And if you're coming to visit your parent, you want to bring them McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken, or you
This
can
is
come
a
in
place
here
for
and,
it.
and use it. Absolutely.
This is
It's a fun little room.
beautiful.
I want you to see this calendar. This is the monthly calendar that comes out that we were looking at in the model. It's printed here for the residents to see at any time, and it's also daily printed at the front desk. So that way they always know what's going on.
Well,
and
that's
then
good.
what's great is Kathy highlights the things. Here's our drinking and
Join us for cheese and cocktails in the
yeah,
Ritz.
that's right. And then we have the root beer floats in the cafe, and this is the out to lunch bunch. We go to different restaurants in town.
Oh, that must be fun.
It is fun. And then they're going to have a barbecue tonight outside by the pool, which is fun. The chef will be making hamburgers out there. And they play different games, but they show you the different things that go on. And then the residents have their resident council meeting where they get together and decide what They like.
It's all here.
That's right.
I should be so organized. You know, if everybody had this in their life, it would be a lot easier.
Yes, it would. So these are our different entertainers that have either been here or still come. And there's all different types of music. Some of them do a little vaudevillian. They're from the era of what the residents like. Mm-hmm. And this gentleman here is an actual resident that lives here, Travis, and he sings country western.
Let's see, Tunes with Travis. Join us for an old-fashioned sing-along. Well, they must have a good time with that.
Oh, they love it.
Okay.
And this lady here is just as vivacious and on fire as they come, and they love all that. It's just fun, exciting. It's about 45 minutes of just a wild time.
Well, it keeps people from sitting in their rooms, which you really don't want to allow them to do. You want them up, dressed, and out, and doing fun stuff.
People need to be with people.
How often do you come in and volunteer?
Every Tuesday I'm here reading to them. From
Every
10 to 11.
Every Tuesday?
Indeed.
Yep, my favorite day of the week because of that.
So
Is it?
Yeah.
I have a very loyal fan base.
Wow. So does everybody get the news and then ask a bunch of questions?
Well, they get their news, you know, I just kind of embellish it. And we take a half an hour with the local paper of the day, Tuesday's edition, and then I read the next half hour out of Time magazine, the most recent edition. And those tend to be a little bit more in-depth, those stories.
Well, everybody enjoys this, huh?
Yeah, very nice.
Well, I'll let you get back to doing what you do best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
A bird.
Yes.
We have a house bird.
We have a house bird named Lulu.
We have a house cat. And a house bird.
And a house bird.
Hi. How are you today? Are you going to enjoy the newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, would you like me to push you over there?
Yes.
Okay, I can do this. Where would you like to sit?
1.8% drop. The worst
Right here?
since November.
All right.
And other indexes fell.
Here's your movie theater, and Monday you do Singing in the Rain. How long do these shows show? How long are they here for?
Once a day. They show it twice, at 1 and at 6. Then we change every day.
Every day?
Every day.
But you've got good movies here.
Yes. Now, what was really special was one of the caregivers' relatives was part of the Academy Awards group, so we were able to show all the Academy Award movies here for a week and a half, and it was fabulous.
Whoa.
So in the afternoon, we changed things around. We had a full group with
Well,
the
that's
popcorn going, and they could see the movies that had all been nominated.
That's
and they
worth the
loved
price of admission.
it. Absolutely.
All right, show me your thing.
Absolutely.
Whoa, look at this. This is pretty cool.
Isn't this neat?
Oh, yeah. So you just come in, have a seat.
And you know, we have a popcorn machine, so we make fresh popcorn, and they can watch the movie. And you know, we will step out of the box and do it a little bit different. We have special things. This is a great room for that. There's nothing better than having a movie theater in your own home.
I get an invitation to the Academy Award showings next year.
Absolutely. The only thing we do different is we show them after the Academy Awards instead of before.
This is a nice elevator.
Yes, it is. Totally handicap accessible.
How many elevators do you have?
We have 2. One in the back of the building that puts you in the dining room, and then one in the front of the building that puts you right outside of the Ritz Cafe.
And it seems to be a little slower than most elevators.
Absolutely, so that if you're in a wheelchair or walker and you're slower, it won't hit you. It'll
Great.
just wait for you. So this is our beauty shop, and I think this is probably the most eventful room. Everybody smiles and comes in because remember the era that they come from. And when I was a little girl, I went with my mother. You went to the beauty shop, you had a wash and set every week, you gossiped, you visited, you had
And
coffee.
you sat under
and you
a
sat
dryer.
under a dryer, and you didn't have to talk.
Well, these
Beauty
are
shop.
50s, 60s era dryers.
Absolutely.
So you've really
Absolutely.
recreated what they would have known back.
Absolutely, and it's a very reminiscent, warm feeling because women loved going to get their hair done.
Well, you've got a sign
We have a
here.
sign up with all the pricing, and we also do manicure, pedicures. Those are done on certain days of the week. We're open Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Well, this is sure reasonable prices.
Well, we want to be able to have you do as much in your own home as you can because it's very accommodating. It's just great. And you know, to have your hair done every week,
well,
nothing
yeah.
better.
You look good, you feel good.
Absolutely. No matter what age you are.
We're here meeting Betty and
Baby.
Baby. Oh, something special. It looks like a dog lives here.
Yes, there is.
All right,
come
there
right
we
out.
go. Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, look at.
Yeah, that's a good girl. And I tried every name that a dog has. She just ignored me. So finally I said, "Oh, the hell was it?" I said, Come on, baby.
That did it?
Just laugh.
Well, baby, dogs are extremely healing. And they're very
Absolutely.
calming. You put a dog in your lap and your blood pressure goes down. I mean, I take it that he really is friendly with all of the other residents.
Yes, and the caregivers love the dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's important.
Well, who wouldn't?
We do have the animal therapy coming in. Paws and Hearts comes in on Fridays with a dog that visits everybody. And some of the family members bring their dogs, and the residents really do enjoy
Well, I
that.
think that's nice. Now, when it comes to her grooming and bathing, you all take care of that.
Absolutely.
In addition to Jeannie being a registered nurse, you are a registered nurse, but you're also director of nursing. Besides being a really good nurse, what does that entail?
Well, we look after the health and well-being of the residents. We help coordinate their care if they need help with home health or hospice or palliative care. We work with their primary care physicians to coordinate all those things together.
So you're the connection between the primary care physician and the on-site nursing to make sure everybody is within their wellness region.
Absolutely.
Is it different taking care of people who are like over 90 than it is with some that are maybe just in their 50s or their 60s?
Well, it depends on the person. We have a lot of folks in their 90s that are very well, independent. We do have some folks over 90 that have lots of different diagnoses that make caring for them a little more challenging. But we try to keep them as independent as possible, as safely as possible, as long as possible. That's the goal.
You know, we've been doing this for 32 years now. And when I think about the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that we've cared for and the thousands of families that we have touched, I mean, that really says something. I've always felt that if I do the right thing for the right reason, it'll always come back the right way. And I will never skimp on right and ethics. I mean, I think that's of utmost importance, to be honest and ethical with people and to try to be fair. We had a lady that just recently passed away a few weeks ago, and she had a wound that would have prohibited her from being able to stay here, albeit she was on hospice. And I contacted licensing and I let them know, this is the situation, but she wants to die here. And they allowed me to be able to be respectful to that lady's final wishes. And I think that because I did it the right way, that I felt good about being able to help her.